Welcome to Channel AMEC, your insight to the Australian visa system. Good day everyone, my name is Carl Young, your online YouTube visa consultant. Are you interested in migrate to Australia? Why don't you consider to subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell on the side, so once all the updates and news, you'll be the first one getting all the insight. Now today's video, I would like to take you into this news came out from yesterday. Now you may remember this guy. Okay, he was the former immigration minister, Andrew Giles. Now he has been shifted to the post to regulate all the VET sector. VET sector stands for the vocational education and training. That's all the private colleges. Now this news came out from SBS together with the news media released by the minister. It was yesterday. As you read the topic from here, it says Australia's ghost colleges crackdown, hundreds of providers shutters are warned. So as we have previously been, I think it was the last video, we talked about the Minister for Education, Jason Clare, continues to punch in with the required caps the education institutions. So obviously the international education sector has been negatively affected, but also they're wiping out all the bad players. So today's video is more about sharing how effective and how efficient the government has actually conducted such operations. So as we have noticed, that was last year, that was a long time ago. So the government of Australia is committed to overkill all these ghost colleges. Now, what are ghost colleges? If you wanted to know more, you probably wanted to search ghost colleges. Within my channel, you may find more video previously that we have talked about and explained. So obviously these colleges are they're registered, they're legally registered, but they are giving out permits to international students and allow them to to migrants to apply student visas, but with the intention not really to study, not really to achieve academically, but to prolong their stay in Australia. And whilst they're having student visa, what can they do? They are permit to work. They can work for someone else. So though these colleges has now been caught in order to be, basically the government want them to shut down such operation because it's just not genuine. You're not providing a genuine knowledge transfer, teachings, and obviously you attract those migrants. They are not genuine students anyhow. Okay, so here we go. They have now some 150 dormant providers have been closed down, while 140 has been resumed quality training. So there has been a lot of colleges been closing down. I don't know the actual number of total colleges out there, but if you're looking into this number 150, now that's a lot. 150 if we're only looking at the couple major cities, so Brisbane, Sydney, and Melbourne, and Perth. As you can see, there's only 4. If you divide by 4, that's a lot. That's about almost 40 colleges per city. But I assume most of the numbers are going to be concentrated in Melbourne and Sydney. Okay, around 20 training providers have been forced to close down, warned and their risk of being shut down, so-called ghost colleges. One provider had not offered training or assessment. Look at this, since 2020, 4 years as a registered provider, not even doing any training, not even doing any assessment. I assume they still take on students. That's why they call. And the government said it was a calling time for dormant providers. The government said that it will enhance the power, suspend high-risk education providers. And whilst in the skills minister, Brendan Connor, says the power will deter dodgy providers. His replacement, Andrew Giles, who used to be the Minister for Immigration, whether or not he has done good or bad. I think there has been a lot of talks about Andrew, but anyhow, that's not for the main thing for this video. Okay, there are about 3,800 registered training organizations, so we have only just tapped into the tip of icebergs. Okay, so there's almost 4,000 colleges out there. The ghost colleges are visa factories. As I said, they are facilitating and helping migrants to get student visa with the intention not to study, not to achieve academically, basically for them to prolong their stay in Australia whilst working and making more money there. So exploiting the now closed loophole Australian visa system, allow international students to work instead of study. International students could enroll in university courses, could drop in cheaper vocational courses. I noticed that a lot of the the bad players are from the community of the Indian communities. They are getting all these Indians coming from India. Have the intention originally study whatever their universities, but once they arrive in Australia, then they will drop and cancel their uni studies and then transfer into those so-called ghost colleges. So 150 of them, okay, more than a third labs provider had offices in New South Wales, and 29% in Queensland, 19% in Victoria. Wow, I thought it was more in Victoria compared to New South Wales and Queensland, but looks like I'm wrong. So 1/3, and then the 29% in Queensland. Okay, there's no place for anyone to seek undermine the sector, and so on and so forth. Let's go into the actual media from the minister's media center. So the information is basically copy and paste, but with more of the information with the topic saying over 150 ghost colleges axed, but there are still 3,000 and with a total number of 3,800, almost 4,000 of them. Now the genuine one, obviously TAFE, but they have been negatively affected by such conduct, and we have seen over I think was 70% some of the passport country holders applying for VET sectors, they basically get their visa rejected straight away. So here we go. That's what they have committed for the past couple of months. I think that was almost a year, but probably less. So then they ASQA is keeping there an additional 140 RTO who have received warning notices. So I assume there will be a lot more coming up, but the whole sector has been affected. But I assume again, what we recommend is obviously not to apply those private sector colleges for student visa, especially the student visa cost so much dearer now, and then if you get that visa lodged and rejected, then obviously there's no money refund, and plus a lot of visa holders cannot apply student visa onshore nowadays. So I think by the end of the year there will be a major wipeout and clean up on this mess. Now for short term, obviously it's going to be a negative impact there, but medium long term, again, I have said so many times in my channel, it will be good for Australia because the quality of education can be sustained, and also people coming to Australia with the correct visa and a number of skilled migrants coming to Australia to study will have better chance to actually migrate through skill migration. Anyways, should you have more question and query, more than welcome to leave comment right down below, and I'll see you next video. Goodbye.